So guys, since I created my channel on August 2023, it's gained over 400 million views, 2.3 million watch time hours, over 3.2 million subscribers, and gained just over 14,000 US dollars. So in today's video, I'm going to take you through my full channel's analytics, and we're going to determine if YouTube Shorts is actually worth it. So if you're new to this channel, hi, my name's Nick. I created this YouTube Shorts channel just under 2 years ago now. I'm going to take you through my current analytics just to give you an idea of what it's like to run a successful YouTube Shorts channel. And guys, if you find valuable information from these educational videos, please consider liking and subscribing if you haven't already, and make sure to comment any questions. I reply to every single comment on my channel. So first things first, just to be clear, if we go to settings and look here, it's in US dollars. Now, if I was to change it to a different type of currency like Jamaican dollar, as you can see, it's completely inflated my channel's revenue and I'm now a millionaire. Awesome. So I'm just going to change it back to US dollar for the sake of this video. So firstly, we're going to look at views. So I've made this clear before, but at the beginning of my channel, I got no views and it was really hard just to get the ball rolling and get a few thousand views on every single video. Now, I've already talked about that before, so we'll kind of pass through this phase. I had a few viral videos, but nothing too major. And then we get to around January, February of last year. All of a sudden, boom, it's just going up, millions of views. It was crazy. And that was probably one of the highest peaks in my channel's history. So at its peak, it was at 3.1 million views a day. And to be honest, I've never really repeated that success. I'm lucky to get a few 100,000s here and there. As we can see, the channel's currently got 374,000 views in the last 48 hours. But to get 3 million views in one day for my channel, that was just crazy. And as we can see, there was another peak here, and the highest it's ever been on my channel was June 1st of last year, 3.8 million views. So since then, it's fair to say that my channel has definitely dropped in views, and I don't think it's ever going to go back to its former glory of having millions of views in a single day. So now we're going to look at subscribers. So pretty much the exact same trajectory. All of a sudden it goes bang and we get 50,000 subscribers in one day. That's also the day of my birthday, February 14th. So it was a very happy birthday for me last year when I got 50,000 subscribers in one day. So since then, it definitely dropped and it's got a few thousand subscribers each day, but obviously over time, if you're consistent, it will build up. So if you think about it, a few thousand subscribers a day, over time, if you're consistent, it will equate to 3.2 million subscribers. But you must remember that the most important metric for your channel that you want to be looking at is views. Views is what's going to make your channel money. So subscribers make you no money. It's just a bit of an ego flex, really. Subscribers don't mean that much. There are so many channels with less subscribers that make hundreds or millions of dollars every single month. So your main focus should just be views. And now let's look at estimated revenue. So my channel was monetized in February of last year. So I got 10 million views within 90 days. And that's the monetization threshold for shorts. So you can't just monetize your channel straight away. You must get 10 million views within 3 months. And I know it sounds hard. I thought I was never going to hit that 10 mil in 90 days. But trust me guys, all it takes is 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 viral videos, and you'll definitely hit that threshold. And just like we saw with the views and subscribers graphs, there are certain peaks within the trajectory. So if we look here, the highest in May was $120 a day. And the most money I've ever made in one day from this channel is 163 US dollars. There was another peak here, 157, which is quite good. But as you can see, looking at the data, it's very rare to have consistently days where I get over $100. Because if we look along here, there's days where I get under $10, and it usually averages around the $20 mark. And if we look to today's data, it's pretty much the exact same, varying from $10 to $15. And look, some days are as low as $3.37. So when I look at figures like this, $3.30 in one day from an edit that's taking me about an hour to make, I don't think that's worth it. But historically, yes, it was definitely worth it. I was only editing one video a day, taking 1 hour and making, a couple $100 each week. And if we look here, the average swipe rate on my entire channel is just under 80%. And I've found that swipe rate is probably the most important metric that you must be watching for your channel. The higher the swipe rate viewed, the higher views and more viral your videos will go. It took me a while to realize this, and if you watch some of my older videos, I probably make some more in-depth videos about my findings on this metric. But to be short and sweet, you want anything over 70%. Now, the most views I've ever got from a single upload was 16.6 million views. Now, I want you to guess how much that video made. Let's have a look and I'll show you exactly how much. So $307 US. Is it really worth it? 408,000 subscribers gained, but like I said before, we only care about views because views are the only metric that are going to make you money. Now, the reason why that revenue is so low is because it had an RPM of 0.02. So that means for every 1,000 views that this viral video gained, I got paid 2 cents by YouTube, which is just awful. The average RPM is usually around 0.05 to 0.10, which is still pretty good. If you're making 10 cents for every 1,000 views, over time that definitely compounds and makes you decent money. However, this is 5 times less, and it's really not worth it. But the reason why it's so low is if we have a look at my audience. So we've got India, Indonesia, Turkey, United States, and Russia. Now, in order to increase your RPM, you must be targeting Western countries that pay YouTube a lot of money to run their ads. And these include countries like the US, the UK, Canada, Australia, basically any country that is primarily English speaking. And the only way you can really target those countries is by creating English content. Now, because my football videos have no language, anyone in the world can watch it. And because football is the largest sport in the world, of course, I'm going to get audiences from all around the world watching these videos. So after looking at these stats, is YouTube Shorts worth it? In my own honest opinion, yes. It's definitely worth it. I made $14,000 US by basically sitting on my laptop, having no editing experience and just loving football, and it's made me a decent passive income. But it's definitely not a comfortable amount for you to just quit your job and go full-time on YouTube. It's not going to be sustainable. If it's something that you can do in the background, spend a few hours each day editing, uploading videos, it is a lot of fun, and seeing the numbers go up is very satisfying. But I don't want you to get your hopes up and think that you can just quit your job and, buy a mansion, buy a Ferrari. It doesn't work like that with shorts. Now, with long form, yes, you can make so much more money, but it also takes a lot more time and a lot more effort. The way the shorts algorithm is programmed, it can pretty much get you millions of views in a matter of hours if you know what you're doing and if you create consistent quality content. Now, if you want to learn how to do those things, I strongly suggest watching my other tutorials. I pretty much created a full course that goes for over an hour, which will give you enough information to get started on your own channel. And if you already have your own YouTube channel, which you're trying to get monetized but struggling to get decent views, then I strongly suggest you watch my most recent video. It was me reviewing my subscribers' channels, and I left the community post still open. So if you want a fair and reasonable review from me, just comment in that community post. So guys, if you did find some value from this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. My aim is to make honest and transparent videos showing you exactly how I made money on YouTube Shorts and to help you guys get ahead as quick as possible. And I'm no YouTube guru or expert. I'm just a guy who put in the work and saw some decent results. And I want to share exactly how I did it with all of you guys. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below and I'll see you guys very soon. Thank you for watching.